okay? And I'll need a pair of pliers. Mr. Hernandez, thank you. You take them out and you screw them in. And you just take a pair of pliers just to snug them up. You don't need to get too carried away. Okay, so just a little bit tight, right? Just like that. Back one, just like that. Okay, and now you take the screwdriver and you put it on the end that would go into the brake booster, and then you just push on the piston, okay? And you keep doing it, and you see how there's bubbles coming out? Jasper, can you just push on the bench? Give me some pressure back. Thanks. You see how the bubbles are coming out? And then eventually the little fluid might leak out. Let's get that over the snug. If you had the style that had the hoses, you would route those inside the reservoir. You don't want them sucking air, right? And then you keep going. That's okay, that's why you got a rag there, right? I'm just looking at the back, and you're going until you stop it, you stop seeing bubbles appear. So on the front one, if you look as I'm pressing on it, see how I'm starting to get a stream coming up? Okay, that means it's good. And right now I'm having a hard time fighting this pedal, like getting this piston to stroke in and out. Okay. And then I'm just about there. Okay, good. Couple. Okay. Now, guys, do you see how how the process goes? We put the plugs in, fill it full of brake fluid, we push it, and then we bleed all the air out. This is before you put it on the car, okay? Then what you do is you put the reservoir cap back on, okay? And then what I do is if you leave the bleeders in, right? Or you can put the plugs back in, and then what you do is you take it over to the car, put a rag around it so it's not dripping brake fluid over the fender. Why is that? It eats paint, right? So if you get it all over the car's finish, then you've ruined it, right? If you spill it, you gotta wash it off right away with water. Don't even let it sit for 5 to 10 minutes, okay? And then what we do is we bleed it at the master, okay? So you put it on the car, right? We put the lines in, we start them with our fingers, then we tighten it up, and then I've got my wrench. So you get somebody to sit in the car and you go, press. They press on it, you crack the wrench, right? Fluid's gonna leak out, and then you close the line, then they release the brake pedal. Does that make sense? And then you go press, and you do the other one. Crack it, bleeds out, release. Does that make sense? No, you do it about 5 or 6 times. Then you go on a test drive. You don't even have to bleed it at the wheels. Does that make sense? If you're just replacing it. All right, does that make sense? Did you learn something?
Yes.
Right, so you